waiting for. Senior prom.
This is Shadyside. Nice girls don't win.
How do we get out of here?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am diving into the Fear Street Prom Queen, the fourth installment in the Fear Street franchise. This is going to be a spoiler-free review. This film is set in 1988 at Shadyside High, where students are getting ready for prom. The It Girls are fighting for the crown until an unexpected nominee enters the race. Then one by one, the prom queen candidates begin to mysteriously disappear. The story centers around a typical girl next door type named Lori. She's not popular and has to deal with bullies at school, mainly the queen bees of the senior class. While I didn't have a major issue with the story, it does feel pretty familiar, your classic high school setup with mean girls and an underdog. That said, I really appreciate the nostalgia in the movie. The music, the posters, the outfits totally captures the late 80s vibes. As for the kills in the movie, they're brutal and I absolutely love it. It gives me major prom night vibes, especially with the suspense and slasher style execution, and the gore delivers without going over the top. The kills was creative, intense, and definitely will satisfy the slasher fans. However, I will say there were a few scenes that felt a little bit predictable, especially when the camera lingers a little too long on certain characters. You can just tell they were next to be unalive, which slightly took away from the surprise element. One thing I really appreciate was the use of the 80s camcorder style footage. The movie occasionally switches between the grainy VHS aesthetic and the cleaner present day vision. I honestly wish they had incorporated more of the vintage look throughout the film. That VHS style really amps up the nostalgia and gives the film an eerie old school charm that fits the time period so well. It could have been cool vision storytelling, especially during some of the key scenes. The cinematography had potential to elevate the atmosphere even more if they have leaned into these stylistic choices. Still, the vibe, the kills, and the nods to the classic horror make it a fun watch, especially for fans of retro slasher films. I think that people that are fans of the slasher movies will enjoy this. While Fear Street Prom Queen doesn't bring anything drastic new to the table, it still managed to be an entertaining ride for the fans of the franchise and slasher horror in general. The retro 1987 and the familiar high school dynamics all blend together for a decent watch. It had its strong moments, especially with the gore and the throwback aesthetic, but also suffered from some predictable and missed opportunities, like I said earlier. At the end of the day, it's not the best of the Fear Street series, but it's not the worst either. I'm giving this one a 6.5 out of 10. If you're a fan of a high school horror and prom night themes with a bloody twist, here are some recommendations. If you enjoy horror movie recommendations and TV series, make sure you check out my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until then, see you later.